never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is What If Deku was an info broker? I think part 3. Let me double check this because I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. It's been a while since I've done this series, so just give me a second. And yes, 3. Okay, cool. As where we last left off in the story, Izuku, I think I named him Izuku. Yeah, Izuku finally, made a connection to the underworld. As took as some time passed, as Dobby called in. Yes. Now one of my subscribers mentioned I should call him Raven Eye. I'll do that, and if someone wants to use name the claw Ravenclaw, that's kind of weird on my part to say it. Part of my username on YouTube. That's equipment, but it's better. I can't really think of anything, so I'll go with that. As he's like, oh, and Dobby, call me Raven Eye for now. As he's like, all right. As he agrees, he's like, all right, Raven Eye. I might just call him, Raven for short, because no, let's just go with Raven Eye because it's easier that way. As Dobby calls, we're ready. All right, we'll be there. As he hangs up and goes to the location where they're gonna meet. As Deku throws Toga the data drive. USB port, like technology. On a USB port drive, I guess you call it. Whatever. We'll continue. As she puts it away, as Toga's like, come on, Dobby. And she's like hopping around. Dobby's like, don't you ever settle down? As Toga's like, nope, not going to. As the Raven follows, as they get to their location, it's a dark alleyway somewhere in a bad part of town. As it's like the neighborhood has kind of been abandoned a little bit, so there's not many people there, so this no one will listen in to this conversation that they're going to have. As the dude's name's not important, I really don't. Let's just call him Agent, I guess. I don't know. Well, we'll just continue. He's not really that important anyway, so I said that twice. As Dobby and Toga get up to the location, as they see a nice dressed man with sunglasses and all that, he has that mafia look to him. As, Dobby, it's good to see you again. And who's your friend? And he's like, I'm Toga, I'm Toga, she smiles with her knife. I'm second command of my boss, Night Eye. Not, sorry, Night Eye. What am I thinking? Raven Eye. As you know, the man's getting a little bit irritated. I thought you said he was professional. As you know, they hear Izuku. No reason to get too upset. As a raven, you know, flies down. He's speaking out of the raven. He took control of it. And he's like, my apologies. But as an info broker, your number one concern outside of gathering intel is keeping your identity top secret. I do apologize for this, though, but I must take precautions. If you have something important to, you know, discuss, if I'm not available, my number 2 over there, as the bird looks at the mechanical raven, looks at Toga, and she's like, yep, I'm the one to talk to, as you know. Yeah, I'm not doing that again, but as she smiles, you know, evilly. As you know, that dude's little thinks. Sorry, that dude's like thinking like, it's like that girl's unstable. As you know, this Toga's kind of scary when it comes down to it. But here's as Toga throws in the data drive. As he's like, what's this? That's the information I have for you. As he's like, these are names of heroes and their addresses and everything. Yes, exactly. But these heroes would be more useful for you in the long run. They're the most, as there's videos showing up, they're taking cuts. They're all dirty. You throw enough money in front of them, then you might, you know, they may prove useful in so many scenarios. I've already thought of at least 10 right now that seem logical. I have some more crazy ones. There are about 84 of those. But still all doable. As the raven flies up to him, hands him another one of those data drives. And the dude's like, what's this? It's a, call it a gift. For our first time meeting, working together. As it's a location. He's like, what's this? It's a location of hidden stashes of weapons, assault rifles, a couple RPGs, and some other unique gear you would find useful. Now, this is an old storage house, secret storage house for the Midoriya's had before, you know, that happened. Asashi has a lot of these stashes hidden all over the place, so he's not gonna miss one. Well, Izuku now, because I guess it all belongs to him now. As he snaps his fingers, as he grabs a suitcase, like a briefcase, opens it up. It's a good amount of money. I'm not gonna go into details. I'm not about to, you know, straight up use math on that. I'm good right now. So as Raven Eye's like, pleasure doing business with you. As he's like, pleasure is all mine. How can I get in contact with you if I need anything else, or if I have something useful that I need done? And for easier if you do to get in contact with me. As the raven pops out, a feather as it transforms into a phone. He's like, here's that. There's only one number in it. Only one number can be placed in this device. But it's directly to contact me. If anything, you have any good opportunities. And he's like, very well, Raven Eye. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll be calling you soon. As the car dries up, as it gets into it. As Toga's like, oh, I didn't. She's like, man, I didn't get to cut anyone. As in, like, Izuku's like, there'll be other times, Toga. Things are about to pick up now. I predict things are about to pick up quite a bit. As Izuku and Dabi and Toga gets into, the base. As Izuku has his raven flying out. He has several ravens flying out now because he's able to, during that little skip I did just now from this part, he, thought of, he didn't really thought about it, but he tried it out. So he's able to do, summon 5 of them, right? Not 5 of them right now, but 3. As he's scanning around the city, as he sees, a couple of Yakuzas getting into like a car. Now he's like, huh, the Yakuzas. As, Toga's like, boss, what's wrong? As he's like, huh, I think I'm gonna follow these guys for a little bit. Stay in standby, Toga. And she's like, sure, no, sure, no, Raven Eye. And she's like, when you're in here, you don't have to call me that. She's fine, Izuku. And she's like, better. As he's following them, they're driving around the city as they get to, a building. Kind of like a unfinished office building that's, still in construction. But like most of the walls are in from the outside, but still unfinished or whatever. As interesting. As he's like, Echo number 3. I want you to keep watch at this for the next 24 hours. As the ravens return back. As he gets a phone call. Ah, hello friend. What can I do for you? As he's like, I know we only done one business. It's very unprofessional of me, but I need your assistance with something. And she's like, of course. We could, sorry. You want to meet or discuss this on the phone? It's all up to you. Can we meet? As they're like, meet at the same location? Yeah. As Izuku gets ready. As Toga. No, this time Dabi. Toga's a little, he makes that guy uncomfortable. So as Dobby and Izuku are walking, as he's in his, taking control of one of the birds, one of his ravens, as he's like, Dobby, he sounds pretty serious. As he's like, huh, I agree. I've done some work with him before, and he's never been that emotional. As he's like, by the sounds of it, this is going to be big, at least for him. I detect this might be personal. As Dobby's like, dude, I agree. We're almost there. As they go and meet the dude as he's waiting there. He's like, thank you for meeting me, Raven Eye. Of course. Our business relationship hasn't been long, but sound like you need my assistance, so what do you need me to do? Yeah. All right. As he has a device, as he has, his phone, as he tosses him, play this. As he plays it, as it is a kidnapping. Sorry, it's a kidnapping. Psycho and Telly. That's who gets kidnapped from the Yakuza's. As he's like, as he's throws the phone, as Dobby throws the phone back to him, he's like, as he's like, why would why would the Yakuza's kidnap the girl? As he's like, as he fixes his tie, this was personal. They target, she's my niece. As Izuku, so I see what it is now. My first theory was correct. All right, so what do you need me to do? Do you know where they're located? As he tells him the location, as it's the same place that Izuku was spying on. As Izuku's, the Raven's eyes turn red. The guy knows that. He's like, what Raven Eye? Oh, it's funny. I've already been spying on this place for a little bit here. So what spec of payment will be expecting from doing this? It's like if you get Psycho and Telly unharmed, I'll be very gracious, as as he says the number, as Izuku's like, agreed. As he shakes Ravenclaw's hand, the Raven, yeah, Ravenclaw, the claws of the Raven. That's a symbolizing a deal. I can't talk apparently tonight, so let's continue. As they get back to their base, as Izuku gathers, all his Dabi, Toga, as he's like, huh. All right, so this is what we got here. As he places like a kind of like a 3D model of the of where the Yakuza has been keeping Intelli. It's a unfinished and middle of construction office building. The interior walls are most likely all there, so it won't be a clear off space. As he shows it, where everything's at, like the air vents and all that, where you could sneak in there through there. As he's like, the direct approach would be probably suicide. Best bet, find a vent installation, go in through that way. And I highly doubt the door upstairs or the door on the roof won't be guarded. So expect that as well. As Dobby's like, how do you like? How are you sure? As he's like, let's give it a hunch. I have idea how these Yakuza think. As this is not the sorry, this is the off branch of the Yakuza's, like I normally do. This is separate from the overhauls or organization. So this is what I'm doing here. They probably wanted to kidnap her for some, motive that I don't really don't care right now. Let's say he was blackmailing them, so let's say that. So as Ezekiel, puts a hoodie on, as Tucker's like, "What are you doing? Didn't you say you want to not keep your, identity, keeping your identity secret?" As he's like, huh, "This something this delicate, I need to be there. As much as I like doing running everything through my ravens, but this time, this needs a personal touch." As that went on, as Tugger's not going to argue. Dobby doesn't really care, so we're going tonight. As they go through the vending, they go through the vents, one on the side of the building. I'm just saying there is one because for convenience, for plot, I guess. As he instructed Dobby to make a distraction if something goes wrong in there. Just for a backup plan. He has backup plans for other backup plans, but he decided to use this one. As Toga and them are going through the vents, because Toga would be Toga. I can see Toga doing that, so as they're going through the vents, getting through the area where all the Yakuza's, as they're all talking, arguing about overhaul and all that stuff. Because they didn't, because all of like the old school ones are on this side, split off. That takes their honor code, the roles very seriously, and what overhaul does around the organization, it's all disrespectful. So that's how I'm setting that faction up. That's why they split off. At least in is what if. I have no idea if like in Canada you could all like got majority wiped out or they split off after a while because of the whole hero organization and stuff like that. But let's get back to the story. As Toga and Izuku, as he has Ravenclaw already, no, he doesn't have that yet. As Toga goes on the guy on the right, as Izuku runs over there, summons the feather from his hand, taking that guy out instantly, quietly. As Toga and Izuku do stealth assassinations to each member of the gang of the Yakuzas that were in the way where they need to go. As we're they're about to hit the main room where Sayako and Telly is. Now I'm saying Sayako and Telly is, she comes from a mafia family, so that's how I'm gonna do that, because I like adding mafia shit for some reason in these. But I'm just saying they're from a criminal family. She does still goes to the, right now she still goes to the, no, I don't think, no, she hasn't gone there yet, because, I forget what the time skip was where we're at. I think we're still in the first year of if he was going to middle school. So he's still probably 15 or 16. So yeah, she wouldn't be in that school, but she's in a whole other all-girls school for right now. As he's threatening his father, you pay as or the girl dies. It's that simple. As the dude's like, do you know who I am, kid? He's like, you have an idea who you're messing with. When I find you, you're all dead. As he hangs up. As the Yakuza's like, guess not. Guy should have cooperate. Sorry, girl, but nothing personal. As Izuku comes in as he shoots several of the feathers into the dude's arm, as he screams out of pain, drops the gun. As several other of the Yakuza start opening fire. As the Raven comes up, as it starts shooting feathers out of his out of his wing, reflecting all the bullets, because that's how I'm doing it. As the Raven dives towards them, cutting their hands off in a row, because they were just in a row. So there's a little turn there and slicey dicey. So all that stuff happened. As the Raven goes to Deku, as it transfers into the Ravenclaw, as he goes over there pretty fast. He might be an info broker, but he's pretty fit and strong. So, and I'm saying the quirk enhances his physical body, his ability. So that stuff happens. Because I'm just thinking, because it's a raw, like a mechanic entity. I don't know what I'm saying right now, so I'm just gonna say it. That's how it is, because I really don't know. As that goes on, then where were we? I totally lost track of thought after I start rambling on about stupid stuff. Yeah, as he rushes the main dude, grabs him by the throat, as he's like, you lose. As he pierces his neck, killing him. As three ravens came into the building, wipe them all out. As all the ravens go through room to room, shooting out arrows and diving into him, cutting them with their feathers. As it's just them shooting at something that moves way too fast for them. So it's pretty much overkill. As Psycho Intelli, is gagged, as Izuku, pulls the gag out. As she's like, uncultured bastards. As she's from a rich family, but I'm just saying her family is from the criminal side. Let's just say the mafia, I guess, because I like doing that. That's what I can see how this ship is gonna work. So yeah, it has to be either a very high grade gang or a mafia group. So I'm just gonna say a mafia group. It's a rival with the Yakuza's, so that's how we're gonna do it. And he's like, can you, get this junk off me? These people don't realize who I am. I'm Psycho and Telly. They should have a death wish. As Toga's like, boss, she seems interesting. As Toga's even weirded out by that. And she's like, oh, my apologies. I tend to do that sometimes. I don't know if she talked British or whatever, but I don't know how she, talked. I'm not going to do that because, screw that. I'm not. That would kill my throat, and it would be terrible. So, so as we continue, and she's like, I don't know if I did myself yet, but I'm Psycho and Telly. And she's like, yeah, you have, but okay. As Toga is like, shaking her hand. And she's like, who do I owe? Who I owe to thank for the rescuer? And she looks, towards Izuku, and she's like, he has a hood on, so he's covered. And he's like, you could call me Eagle Eye, for now, at least for right now. And she's like, okay, listen, Eagle Eye, and she starts to make fun of him a little bit. As Toko's like, can I cut her now? As, Izuku's like, no. We need to get Miss and Telly back in sound. That's the job. That's our job. And she's here like, so who hired you? And she's like, I'm guessing my uncle. And she's like, yeah, you're pretty good. And she's like, huh, of course, because I have I'm intelligent because I have an intelligent quirk. Easy stuff. And she's like, huh, intelligence. Never actually met someone with that type of quirk. I would love to talk about that more, but I must get you to the safe house. As they socialize some more in the car, mostly in Telly, talking more than Yuzuku. But as they get to the safe house, as she sees her uncle, as she goes there and hugs him, and she's like, Uncle. And she's like, so hope those snakes didn't hurt you. He's like, oh no, they were rude, but nothing else. But this guy over here kind of wiped them out, apparently, judging by the weight of those ravens he's able to summon and what speed they go. What I've seen, it didn't really take too long. She's just demonstrating how precise the killing, how precise the ravens were moving, the estimate time to take out all targets, something smart like that. So I don't know math that well, so at least to that extent, no, I'm good. As the guy, goes over and shakes Izuku's hand, he's like, thank you, Night Eye. As he's like, you're welcome. Here, as they hand Toga a bunch of money. And Dobby with him too. No, yeah, Dobby's with him too. As he's like, you get, you just ask and I'll get it done. As he's giving him a favor. As he had, it's a personal favor. As he's like, very well, if anything important comes up that I need immediate help, I'll put in that favor. But until then, let's continue business as we have been. As he's like, thanks for working with you. Night Raven. Don't want to call him Night Eye for some reason, but anyways. That's a different hero. So, that's a different character from Hero Academia. But Raven Eye, they shake their hand, they go off to their base as Ezekiel's like, as he puts the money with the rest of the money, as it's quite a bit, as he's like, huh, Toga, Davi, do you think we should expand a little bit? As Toga's like, what are you thinking? Ah, expand our operation. As fun it is, this working with us three, but I think we should get more hands on board. Can you write a list of people that you can trust? I'm using more of Dobby's. Yeah, more of Dobby's, judgment on this. As Toga's like, what do you mean, his judgment? Toga, you're fine. You're just the people you socialize with yourself with. They're a little unstable. And she's, oh, I understand. And she's like, wait, was that an insult? As he's like, take it however you want, Toga. As she pouts. We're probably gonna stop it there. Yeah, we're gonna stop it here because I'm a little bit stoned, so I hope this was good. Probably not, but whatever. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.